What's your favorite Rite of Spring? For the sake of this conversation, it all started in Paris on May 29, 1913, when Russian composer Igor Stravinsky premiered his new ballet called The Rite of Spring. Up until this time, the favorite Rite of Spring in Paris was sitting outside at a cafe, eating cheese, and blowing cigarette smoke at American tourists. Good, clean French fun. And ballets were graceful dances performed to classical music where girls were turned into swans by sorcerers, or enormous mice fought with giant nutcrackers over life-size gingerbread men. Good, clean Russian fun. That's the kind of ballet the sellout crowd was expecting on the night of May 29, 1913, when they packed into the Théâtre des Champs-Élysées to watch Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring as performed by the Ballet Russe Ballet Company, choreographed by Václav Nijinsky. They should have known Nijinsky and Stravinsky had something up their puffy sleeves, as the ballet was subtitled Pictures of Pagan Russia. But the dancers came out wearing prehistoric tribal costumes and performed strange moves that depicted pagan rituals celebrating the arrival of spring and ending with human sacrifice. Not gingerbread men sacrifices, human ones. The music accompanying the ballet was loud and filled with harmonic clashes. Combined with the strange costumes and dances, the audience members began clashing among themselves, and not in harmony. Eyewitnesses say the traditional upper-class patrons hated the show, while the lower-class bohemians loved it. Their words, not mine. I love everyone. Newspapers called it a riot, and local police were called in to remove about 40 people from the audience. The performance eventually ended without further incident, but violence during a classical music concert like this seemed like a one-time phenomenon. But was it? Vienna, Austria, March 31, 1913, also in the spring. At a concert performed by the Vienna Concert Society, a riot broke out when the orchestra played 5 orchestral songs on picture postcard text by Peter Altenburg because the lyrics and music were considered to be too experimental and provocative. The concert ended early, and the audience members were so upset that they called for the composer and the lyricist to be committed to an asylum, which couldn't happen because the lyricist was already in an asylum. The concert eventually became known as the Scandal Concert. Makes the judging on American Idol seem pretty boring, doesn't it? What is it about spring that makes concertgoers crazy? Maybe it's not spring. Could it be the music itself? Yes, it has happened so often that the phenomenon has earned the name Classical Music Riot. It doesn't sound as scary as Insane Clown Posse, but wait. In 1829, Daniel Auber performed the opera La Muette de Portici, which is French for the mute girl of Portici. It was the first grand opera and the first opera to use mimes. Mimes, the original Insane Clown Posse. At a concert in Brussels in 1830, a riot broke out during a performance of the opera. Whether it was caused by the mimes or the singing of a patriotic song, the riot is credited with sparking the Belgian Revolution that led to their independence from the Netherlands. Mimes. Need more? A riot during a 1907 performance of the Dance of the Seven Veils in Strauss's opera Saloon caused it to be banned in New York for 3 decades. At the 1926 German premiere of Bartók's ballet The Miraculous Mandarin, the audience rioted and threw stink bombs, causing it to be banned in that country. Why did they riot? Something about loud music, dirty dancing, you guessed it, mimes. The list of classical music riots goes on and on. If you'd like to attend a concert and avoid the mayhem, don't mention human sacrifices, don't sing any patriotic songs, and don't bring mimes. Of course, if you're into rock music, dime a dozen. Despite human sacrifice, devil worshipping, and pretty much every extreme political idea ever known to humanity ever communicated through performance these days, riots are usually out of celebration or accidents more so than a reaction to the music. I guess it's not sophisticated enough. Whatever the case may be, from New York City, where riots happen daily, even in our sleep, I'm Kegan, and this is Rocketboom.